Okay. So I can start now? Okay, cool. Welcome to the first episode of 0800 Are You Ok Hun? My name is Han. I usually go by the name This is Han, Hannah, whatever you want to call me. That's it. So I'm joined by two very special guests who are also my friends. Miss Kia Commodore
whoop, whoop.
and Miss LV Mavusi Matu, also known as Save with Elves. So, guys, thank you for joining my podcast.
Thank you for having us.
So if you don't know, this podcast is here to answer your dilemmas, but also talk about real life problems and issues, because we live in a really crazy, mad world. And I feel like sometimes we just need to rant and vent about it, or just have a listen about it, because, you know, such is life and all that jazz. So, as you're both financial influencers, before I get into people's dilemmas, I have a dilemma. Not me, but I just want to know, because you guys have, you know, multiple streams of income, you guys are really up there. In terms of your partner, does it matter if they earn less than you?
That's a really good question. I think for me, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but you can't live in a life forever, baby. We can't be. It's got to be a permanent fixture. It's got to be a temporary, transitory place you're in.
I think it matters. It matters. I think if I'm putting in the work and bending my back.
Yeah. And imagine if they're chilling, you come in. Yeah, babe, how's your day?
No,
I'm chilling.
That can't happen. That can't run. That is actually never done.
What's our fourth episode of The Simpsons today?
Yeah.
You're mocking it. No, because you two have like multiple streams of income, especially you, LV. So, like, what if your man just has like one simple job and I don't know, like
that is fine. You don't need to have multiple streams.
Yeah,
you just need to have money.
Yeah.
You can work in tech and be in 100K.
Yeah,
and that's your only stream. That is fine. You're making good money. If your one stream of income is you are a, you know, let me not even job shame, because job shame is not it. But if you're earning less
working
than me,
in London, let's say 25K a year.
Yeah, but again, I'm not income shaming. I'm just saying for me, if you're lower than me, that is absolutely fine, just as long as it's not a permanent fixture. As long as you're telling me like I'm working, I'm training so I can upskill, so I can get promotion or whatever, I have no issue with it. If you're low and you're content with being low, I'm not content with being with you.
Yeah. You have to be halfway, man. Like, I don't think we can't just be the breadwinners. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, if we're kind of on a similar level, at least, you know, I feel like you're working as well. And it's not just me doing everything. Yeah.
I think, like, just in general, for me anyway, I haven't got my life sorted out. I wish I did, because I'd be a very happy girl. But if I'm going to be with someone, I want us to have our own visions and work towards them together. Even if it's a thing where, do you know what? Like, let's start owning property together. Let's start, like, I want to work for this company or that company, or I want to have my own business. As long as we have, like, seeds planted at the start of the relationship, because I'm the type of girl where I can't do 5-minute relationships. I can do 5-minute situationships, but not relationships. So I would want to build and grow with someone on those goals. But yeah, okay. So I'm going to go through some dilemmas that you guys have sent through via Instagram. If you do have any dilemmas, please DM me on Instagram or email 0800dilemmas@gmail.com. Okay, so one dilemma. I've been single for over a year and I feel like I'm ready to start dating again. Have you got any tips?
Why are you laughing? Because I feel like this is the worst two to pick. This is the worst two to pick. I can't lie. To be answering this. Go on, you give your answer then.
Do you know, I don't have an answer.
See, that's my point. This is the worst two people.
Sticky one.
What's your advice?
Yeah.
You have to do the question one more time. I have to actually soak.
Okay, so this woman has been single for over a year, like working on herself.
Yeah.
But now she feels like she's ready to get into the dating world. But because the UK, maybe I'm just saying UK.
There's toxicity.
It's just mad. I feel like there's so many terms and conditions in this dating world. It just feels like everyone can have their cake and eat it too. It's like, for me, sometimes I think I'm born in the wrong generation, because when I'm speaking to someone, like, I'm speaking to you. I'm trying to get to know you. But now it's like, you can do what you want. He can do what he wants. Like, he can sleep with X, Y, Z, or you can go on a date with this person, that person. I don't have time or the capacity to get to know more than one person. Like when I wake up, oh, Dave didn't say good morning, but
Not
Andrew
Dave.
did.
Not Dave and Andrew.
So, yeah, any dating tips? Oh, gosh. Like, I'm even trying to figure out where to find people to start dating, because online dating is getting on my last nerves. Those of you...
I guess it's not easy nowadays, I think. Like...
Yeah.
Maybe as well, there's too many options as well. I don't know if that's a problem, but I think there's just too many ways as well to meet people, or too many apps, too many platforms, like that people feel like, do I need to be on all of them, or do I just pick one? Or there's speed dating. There's loads of events that happen in London, but I don't know. It's down to your preference, like how you want to potentially meet someone. But I would personally say meeting them face to face is probably the best way to go forward, because catfishing is scary. Like that online stuff, it works for some people, which is great, but ultimately there's also that percentage of people who aren't really who they say they are online.
No, I hear the stories, I see the TikToks, and I think, God forbid, because if I was ever, no, because like there's some situations where, I think I saw someone the other day on Instagram where this girl went on a Hinge date and the guy robbed her.
Sorry.
And you think like, you hear the stories, but God forbid that actually happened to you.
God forbid.
Well, I would be in shock. Like, you're
100.
just going to the toilet, come back, and your money, everything is gone.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie, I'm not trying to promote violence, but I think I would actually shut the whole place down.
Wow. That's crazy,
bad.
though. That's really bad. No, I agree. I think for me, what I'd say is to figure out the kind of person you want to be with, and then figure out the spaces that they usually frequent and go there.
I feel like you're going to say that.
If you're like, okay, cool, I'm trying to think of what this generation use to describe men. Like, but if you're like, I want someone who has their own business, for example, I want an entrepreneur who's really working hard, who's earning six figures, for example, you are not, and I repeat, you are not going to find them in your local hood rave. No. They're not there, right? So if you're going to them places and then you're confused as to why you're finding dusty men who don't do anything, you need to be confused on where you're going. If you want to find someone who works in tech, for example, you go to tech events. You go to places where they're going to be. You have to figure out who you want to be with and where do they frequent, and then you need to just place yourself in those spaces.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. How about you, President?
You did. You really did. Yeah, so to the person that said that dilemma, Kia said it best. You just have to figure out
yourself in the space.
Yeah, the type of person that you want, and just put yourself in that space.
Yep.
Okay. Next dilemma, if I can find it. Okay. Oh wow. I've been dating my boyfriend for over a year. He doesn't know that I have an OnlyFans account. Should I tell him? I'm gonna start off by saying hell no, because some guys.
What you posting on it? What you selling?
They didn't say, but I think
Yeah. Okay.
It might be feet pics.
Yeah, like if it's
that's all right.
No, but
it's bigger them toes for the money. Do you know what I mean? It's all right.
Listen, I'm in the space of if it's bringing in some income, side hustler. Why are you complaining? She's probably like treating you like well.
No, but sometimes some guys can be very territorial in a sense of where, you're my woman. If you're gonna be posting certain pictures or feet pictures, whatever, it's either you're single or I want some commission because you're my woman and we're in this relationship.
Ooh. Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with it unless you just gotta be respectful. If you're gonna do OnlyFans, you gotta be respectful.
Yeah.
If you know he's not gonna take it well, then I don't know about keeping it a secret. Because if he finds out,
I just believe that lies are the bedrock of a bad relationship. If you're gonna lie, if you feel the need to lie about something small, and I would, in the grand scheme of things, put that it's quite small, then realistically, I mean, I'm sure there's some marriages out there where they've lied for years and they say we're still together, 6 years strong. Good for you, hun. But it's not how it's gonna work. So I just think, look, just put it out there. If he leaves you, he weren't the one for you, mate. Oh, mate, do you know what? Some people, I feel like you can talk about it. We're grown adults. It's not about, you have OnlyFans, I'm gonna leave you. It could be, I don't like it. What do you post? Perhaps don't post this. You know what I mean? You can have a conversation, an adult conversation about it.
Yeah.
And then discuss, why did you start it? Was you in financial troubles? Did you just feel like, let me just see how it goes, and now it blew up, and now I have to tell, you know what I mean? You have that conversation as to how it came about. It wasn't just one day. Well, some people might be, but usually it's not just one day I'm bored. It might have been, I need money. I need to make rent in a week. How can I do that? And that's why I started it. So that's why, you know what I mean? There's always a reason behind why people start things.
So I'll say, sis, just tell him.
Yeah, man.
Just tell him.
You guys are better people than me, because I would have kept my mouth closed.
Why?
No, maybe because I'm just a very secretive person. I mean, I shouldn't be in a relationship, but it's like, I don't know. I don't think...
I think it just depends what you're posting on there. Like, if it's disrespectful to your partner, then that's different. That's like, well, what's the point of actually being in a relationship? Respect me, or maybe respect my belief or my values. Like, that's different. Yeah. And if it's like, I heard like some mad stories that people request like mad stuff on OnlyFans. Like this girl that posted like the other day, she was saying that she was on a podcast and she was saying that this guy requested for her to basically pour milk on herself.
That's all right.
In the shower and like just do like.
That's not too bad. And, just be careful of, infections. Okay, that's a stretch now. We got... Yeah. I'd rather moo or something like that. Do you know what I mean? She's never done it. A bit more in line.
She didn't want to do it because it kind of goes against kind of what she potentially would have wanted to do.
Fair.
Yeah. So I think, just have an open conversation. I think you're right. Have an open conversation with him and just say, listen, I'm on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
This is because X, Y, and Z. This is what I'm posting on there. This is how much money I'm racking in. Side hustle. This is how much money I'm racking in.
Like me and you can go and stay in the Shangri-La. La, la, la. I'm sure he'll be fine with it. Do you know what I mean? Shangri-La, la, la, on me. Like, let's go.
No, but on that note, again, with TikTok, like, there's so many times I've seen on my For You page, like, come with me on my date with my sugar daddy, or, come with me on holiday with my, sugar daddy, whatever people want to call him these days. One, I don't know where the hell these people find...
Oh, it's on like, what's it called? Sugardaddy.com. What's that thing called? There's quite a few. There's a really big one. I forgot what it's called. It's a really popular American one. When it comes to me, I'll say it.
Okay.
Why are you confused?
I'm just shocked that you were so quick. Oh yeah, there's sugardaddies.com.
No, because
I'm saying, is this going to be another?
No. When I was in first year,
post coming through.
Yeah, you're being brazy. In first year, my friends, basically one girl that I knew had a sugar daddy. So my other friends were like, sis, let's just do it. So they seeking arrangements. That's the other one. But they wanted to like look up getting a sugar daddy. So I was with them and we were looking at all the websites. That's why I know the websites. Didn't actually make one, not me personally, but I know that it's something that people do. Me, I just can't, I couldn't rectify it with my morals. And I said, imagine my dad now says, wow, you got the Gucci, the Louis, where did it come from? And I'm like, someone older than you. Brazy scenes. Brazy scenes. Brazy, yeah? Brazy. There's only one man I call daddy and that's my father. I'm not involved. I said, that's brazy. I'm not involved. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I just can't, there's certain words I can't say, and that I can't call.
I have a father. I don't know why I'm calling anyone else using my biological dad father. I'm so sad.
I just find it so. I give myself the ick just saying. I can't say it like.
That's disgusting.
Oh no, I can't.
Papa.
Papa. No, it's just Papa. But I've got a question. What gives you guys the ick
in mandem? Easy.
I'm gonna guess it. Is it footwear, slippers?
That's mine. I swear to you, I have been trauma bonded with this one. Yeah, I swear to you, ever since I've grown up, and I can't tell you when or what man, but I know. And I think it's not even ick. I think it's genuine fear. I genuinely fear men, who have their wigglers, their toes out, in sliders in this UK place. For why? If it's summer, I can give you a semi-pass, but even then I don't like it. But I've seen people, it's stone cold winter, you got Northie on, and then you got toes out. And I remember one time a man tried to approach me, and I said to him, why are your toes out? Whatever he said to me, I didn't even hear it. I said, why are your toes out? He had no answer for me. I said, then we're done. There's nothing else to talk about. Why are your toes out? It's cold.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
That's mine.
For me, that's hilarious. For me, it's rhythm. Like
what? No rhythm?
Yeah, no rhythm gives me.
It's because you're a dancer, innit?
No.
You be dancing, they're going a different beat.
No.
Yeah,
to LV.
they're
going a different beat to
Yeah,
LV.
but can you imagine some?
Yeah. Imagine they're going. They say,
Yeah. But that's the rhythm. That's the rhythm.
No, but off your beat though.
No.
They're off your
No,
beat.
LV, I'm not gonna lie. There'll be times, yeah. So if you guys don't know, LV owns a dance school, Converse dance crew.
She was popping, locking.
There'll be times where we're just even driving on the A406. This girl has got one foot on the clutch, but she's going.
Yeah, she's doing too much.
Like a little pop,
Yeah,
and I'm like, how is she doing? With me, I'm just thinking, I'm trying to get the gear. I'm trying to feel the biting point. This girl's just like.
Nah. The thing is, I can imagine like a guy with LV and it's like last, and everyone's going, don't class, and then the guy's going, everybody get last, they're not dancing on beat.
No, that gives you the ick. If you don't have rhythm, that's the thing is, this is why I can teach. I can help. I can teach you. But like, if you're not willing to learn, yeah.
No, but I feel like they're all willing to learn.
It sounds like someone's gonna have to do an audition before you take them seriously.
And we say 1, 2, 3, hit it.
Next.
Yeah, the jaws on that, right?
No, but like it gives you the ick, but it doesn't mean I might not like potentially go on a date with them or something. Like
You're better than me, boy. If you like your little wigglers, don't even look at me. If you have twinkle toes, keep them to yourself, babe. Yeah, your mum might love them, I don't. I'm not involved. So sorry.
I think, like, for me, there's too many things to pinpoint. I think one in particular is like the way they act in public with you, especially because, you can give the gift of the gab on Snapchat, Instagram, whatever, but in person, if we're going out and you're loud unnecessarily, like the way you're talking to people that work at the venue or people that work at the restaurant, if you're talking to them sideways, I will actually leave you sideways. Like, what is the need? There's no need. There's no need whatsoever.
Yeah, manners is something that not everyone was raised with. I learned that the hard way. Because like for me, it's just normal to say please, thank you, or do like certain things.
Yeah.
And I've been around people and I'm like, bro, no thank you. Like I really went on my way to go and give it, no thank you. I'm like, next time I let the door shut my face, bro. I let it shut after me. I'm not going to hold that open.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my God. Okay, no, I've got another question that just came to my mind. Does it matter?
Yep, I don't know what it is, but yep. The fact that she asked me doesn't matter, yep.
If he hasn't got a driving license?
Yeah. It does matter. Because
do you know why? I think it matters to us because
we're drivers. Yeah, 100%.
But what if he's got the pink card but just no zim on his
That's fine.
computer?
No. That's not the question you asked. You asked, does it matter if you don't have a driving license?
Yeah, but
that's
then
fine.
Sometimes, so it's fine that he has got the pink card
and doesn't have a car. It's not my fault.
But so we're not accepting any green card whatsoever.
No, at your big age, what's the point? Use your passport. Why the hell did you even bother getting a provisional? What is the point? Bring the passport out and use it as ID because that's what you've got the green for. You can't do anything with it. I'm sorry, I feel very firmly on this, yeah? When we're in our late teens, I give people a hall pass. When we're in our early, and I mean early 20s, a bit of a hall pass. If we're now talking you've gone 25 plus and you're green, go and tell DVLA, take it back. Take it back. I don't want it. That is ridiculous. Like I said, you can have the pinky and not have a car, not by force, right? You can hire cars, you can do everything. I don't really care if you don't have a car, but you can drive. It's like worst case, if I'm ill or something, you can insure yourself and drive my car. That's, we're good, yeah? But if you're saying I got a greenie, imagine you're like, chat to someone at 29, I got a green thing. Hey! Hey! Wow.
No.
Wow.
Oh
wow.
God.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, but like, for me, okay, I'm going to talk about something that happened to me. I was dating this guy once and I don't know, like the way men talk, give the gift of the gab, and next like heart eyes and all that malarkey. So I was more than happy to drive to him, drive to his house, like without question. I'll do it all the time. There was one time where it's like, okay, let's go. I think we were going bowling. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just thought because he lives closer to the venue, I'll drive my car there, but we'll take public transport because it's not that far. So then we go like outside and he's like, oh, why don't you unlock the car? And I thought, oh, in my head, the quick thing was, okay, a bit of frisky action before we go.
Jesus Christ, Nazareth.
That is not what I was
That was not what I was thinking. I was thinking petty, bro.
I'm walking to go towards like the station and he's walking sideways towards my car. I'm like, oh, like, you don't have any belongings in my car, so why are we going to my car? And he's like, oh, like, you know, are you not going to drive? And I'm like, oh. That sort of didn't sit right with me because you didn't ask me. You just assumed that I was going to drive. But if I didn't have a car, what would, like, I don't know. I don't like it when people take...
Did they ask to go on a date, or did you, I'm assuming they asked, they said, oh, let's go on a date, let's go bowling.
It was more of like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's do something. And I'm like, yeah, let's do something. I suggested bowling, but we didn't say, okay, let's take the train there, let's take this. I just assumed because it was common sense that it was practically like 2 train rides away, but you want me to drive. And the thing is, it was...
You know what the solution is to this? Next time you say, meet you there.
100, meet you there.
No, but I think it was near the O2 or something like that. So that's what I was thinking, surely...
You can't even drive there. The parking's extortionate.
Exactly. Yeah. So surely as a driver with a pink card, you would know as well, oh yeah, let's just take train because, you know, get off the O2, walk, that's it, done.
Let me tell you something, yeah? Them men who are passenger babies, run them off the most. They'll be like, oh, you can make it. Oh, it's easy from the passenger side, isn't it?
That's what I hate. That's what I hate. Because after that, I thought, nah, the next guy I date,
passenger drivers,
you need to have your own car as well, because I want to be doing rock paper scissors. Who's driving? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, but you know what? Sometimes, some men ain't good drivers. You know, you can't tell them that. Me, I'll say I'll drive. Yeah. I'll drive because I'll get there quicker. I promise you, I'll get there way quicker than you. Because you're like, oh, I can't make it. I'm like, you can make that move. And they're like, oh, I'm not sure. Before you know, the gap's gone. I'm like, oh, God, now we're definitely going to make it, are we? Do you know what I mean? I've had that before. And I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, you could have done, why are you not in that late? I'm like, do you know what? Next time I'm driving, man. I don't even care about petrol, I'll drive, man. Because this is just heartache watching you not be able to drive. Yeah. But the thing is, you tell a man that, and they're like, I'm a good driver. I'm like, I've seen better. I'm so sorry. But men don't want to hear that one. It's another tea for another day. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
But this is the thing. Like, so will you be happy for your man to be passenger baby?
Sometimes.
But what if it's a thing where, because of where, let's say he lives in Central, there's not really a point of having a car.
And who the hell lives in Central? Number one. What person do you know lives in Central? Says, where do you live? Central London.
Yeah,
no. Okay, let's say it's a thing where he, I don't know, let's say like he takes the train every day, like because of where he
some
works.
People do that, yeah.
So there's no point of him having a car.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that situation?
What was the question again?
Oh, for goodness sakes. If there's a guy who has to travel for work, he travels on TfL for work, and he doesn't have a car for that reason, are you happy with him just being your passenger baby?
Yeah, that's all right. But I don't really think I'll be driving London like that.
No, I can't lie to you, though. We have to come to an arrangement. I drive, you pay petrol. It's very simple. I'm happy driving. You cover the petrol and I'll drive wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy.
Would you add him to your car insurance?
Said, right?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
No, in a sense of where, would you let him drive your car? Never.
I trust no one in this life. I'm so sorry. Especially with my baby, my car and me share a name. I can never let my baby go to anyone who's not me. I've had my dad drive that car, right? He drove it the other day, in fact, yeah. I swear to you, I sat in the passenger, I said, never again. Never again would I let this man drive my car. I said, never. There is no love. There's zero love. He puts, his foot just goes, clutch, I said, never. I literally sat in that passenger seat, regretting everything. I said, why'd I let him drive? Never will he ever touch them pedals of my car, other than to move it forward in the spot, to move my car. Parking. I'm so sorry. And I told him in person as well. I said to him, you're never driving my car again. He knows already. You're never driving my car again. He's done it for every car I've had. Yeah, it's just bare like, he's like, it's a bit stiff, innit? And he's I'm like, chill. I'm like, chill.
Yeah.
This car's, it's delicate.
Yeah, it needs some TLC,
Do you
needs
know
some
what I
loving.
mean?
Yeah.
That's funny. But I think for me, because sometimes I don't always want to drive, so sometimes I would love to be the passenger baby myself. So sometimes like, hey, like,
yeah, fair.
Can you do this drive? Like, it could have been that I've been driving all week, and I'm just like, there's like one Sunday, I'm like, you guys want to go Lakeside? Okay, cool. Can you drive though? Like, you know, you're insured. So I've been in that position before. Anyway. Like, I've shared a car with my partner. So like for me, I'm kind of
You got a different perspective.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't mind. You know, sometimes you just walk towards the car, you're just like, you drive, man. Like, you know, sometimes it's like that. Like,
how was that though? Like sharing a car with your partner?
You're better than me, boy.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, see, you're better than me, boy.
I'm not gonna lie. If you don't live together, it's a nightmare.
But even if you
guys didn't live together.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if you do, now you're like, I've been with people who I'm like, oh, I need to go home. My boyfriend wants the car. I'm like, this is the longest day of all. Long day.
That is long.
No,
I
it can be
can't.
like, it got to a point where obviously me and my crazy side hustles got to a point where my timetable just was not aligning. I was like, well, I've got a side hustle here, I've got to go here. And obviously that's probably the main reason why I probably need a car anyway, to be able to get to A to B to all these different jobs. So sometimes, it was long. I wouldn't do it again. I promise you, Hannah Hart, I'll never do it again.
No, what if you said, oh, babe, like,
No
let's go 50-50 on this, like, BMW or something.
Good for you.
No, I'm like, get your own BMW, and then you pay for the permit, I'll park on the drive. No. Honest to God, I would never do it again.
No, for me, like, I can't, because, you know, on a day-to-day, with any car, you have, like, certain kinks where there'll be times, maybe because me and my car have some issues. It's like, I'm ready to move into second gear, but then that gear stick just shakes, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll wait for you to finish. So if someone to actually sit in the passenger seat of my own car, first of all, and have someone that I'm dating or my partner drive my car, like, I don't know, I can't do it. It was weird. It's really weird.
I can't do it.
Like, I'll let my mum drive my car when I'm not in the country. Sorry, mum.
No.
But it's just, no. It's just...
I promise you, you'll come back to one little rapper. You're like, well, who ate that chocolate? I promise you.
Or the back there, the spoon.
Yeah.
What the hell was you doing back there? Long. But I'm sorry, I was eating some crisps and now you got cheese and onion all over your passenger seat. I'm not letting it on in my car.
Yeah.
So sorry.
No, okay. So one of the other dilemmas was, if I remember it, I'm trying to be more courageous this year, and I really want to know, how do I shoot my shot with my MCM? I feel like, Kia, you're quite confident, so I feel
Me?
like,
Yeah,
yes,
shy,
you
I'm
are.
shy. I'm shy. You're not shy.
I am shy.
Kia, you are. Kia,
I am shy.
Look at her, just like, I am
shy.
No, I think out of all three of us, Kia, you're the most confident.
Yeah, probably. You're right. I wouldn't
Because
disagree with
give Kia a bottle, a little shot glasses, and a party.
I'll pour it down everyone's neck. Open your mouth up, mate.
Hostess with the mostess. It's not even her own party. That's
Yeah. You got to make sure everyone's having a good time, innit? How do you shoot a shot with your MCM?
Yeah.
I remember there was one year, again, this is not the advice I'm giving, I'm just want to tell the story. But there was one year, I think it was 2018. I don't know, how old was I? 20. 2018. And I think it was like, someone said, like, oh, 2018 is the year of shooting your shot. Yeah?
I think I saw that, yeah.
So, 2018, what I started doing is, like, obviously it was in, everyone was doing the same thing, innit? Beginning of the year, I think it was in January, I Googled, like, chat blinds, and I just started DMing men chat blinds. Really? And I'm not gonna lie to you, success rate 95%.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the only couple that didn't land, they were their girls, but they were like, "This is a good line, though." I said, "Hey, I would have got you if you were single." Do you know what I mean?
If you're listening, Google is your best friend. I thought TikTok or whatever. No, Google's your best friend.
Yeah,
because,
I can't remember. One of them had, I can't remember one of the lines. One of them had like Nintendo in it, like, oh yeah, if you want to play games, like something like that. And they all landed every single run. Said, "Rah, when are you free for a date?" Or like, "Rah, that's good. What are you telling me though? What's your name?" I said, They all landed. But anyway,
so your tip is just
no, it's not my tip. I said I want to share my story. It's not my tip. Not my tip.
You didn't say that. But in terms of like, is that the best way to kind of be more confident, just DMing them instead of doing it?
No chance. That is, if you have not got the confidence, that will knock you down and you will hibernate for life. So don't even bother doing that.
No, for real. Because the ones where you'll see a scene and no response. No, I hate Snapchat the most, gives me the most anxiety. I think I tried to go back to an old ex thing, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, how are you? Are you okay?" Uh-oh. An open blue arrow, and I thought, just shoot me in my ass right now, because
it's not even worth it.
You know the ones where it's just like out of nowhere, you're minding your business, doing whatever, and that person, like, the memories
your head,
is like,
it? Yeah.
rent free. I'm just like,
Brady.
That's a bit weird, but you know, you want to be like a hey big head text, and they open it.
No, I definitely wouldn't encourage. Like I said, I just did that as like a little fun one. And I said, let me see my success rate. Pretty high. I'm going to
love that for you.
Pretty high. But my actual advice, if you're looking to shoot your shot, number one, and a big one thing about me, no woman could ever come to me as a woman. So make sure they're single. Number one, make sure they are single, because I don't have time to be like, this girl was trying to chat to my...
Yeah, that's
clarify that they are single, number one, numero uno. And then after that, I would just say, look, message them or figure out what they like. Because there's no harm in having a friend. So I always go into it, well, not me anyway, but I would say, if you're going to go into it, look at it as there's no harm in having another friend, right? You can meet a guy online and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like, we actually get along. We're now bros, yeah? I've got a couple more friends and that's happened. That's how it's happened. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you go into that, even if it's in person. In person's even better. Do you know how many conversation starters you can do? You can go over and say, we're not drinking today. No, I'm not drinking today. Easy. Conversation started. Yeah. At the bar, what are you drinking then? Oh, I'm having that. Oh, that's dead. I drink this. Conversation. There's so many conversation starters. It's so easy. Just do it. The worst that could happen is you guys have a conversation, because as long as they're not overtly rude, they're gonna talk to you, right? And then if you try and say like, oh, we should meet up after this, you might say, oh, sorry, like, I'm not interested. Sorry, I've got a girlfriend. Are you gonna die? I think you're still gonna be walking. I think you'll still be fine. But I'm just saying, the conversation starters are so easy. Like you could literally put me in any environment, and take key and move to that man. I'll figure out something wherever we are. I'll figure out and be like, oh yeah, so like it could be a networking event. I'll be like, how'd you find the session? Oh, you go into the next one after that. Boom, conversation. Easy. Oh my God. Easy. Oh, what is it you do, by the way? Boom. Boom. Easy. And you can gauge the vibe. So easy, man.
Yeah. I love that.
It's hard because there's been events that me and you have gone to as well, where it's like, I've seen some of the most beautiful men.
Suppose she's licking her lips.
I'm like, I get scared for chicken.
No, you know the ones that, like, you look at it and think, wow, like God really got his Picasso art set out and took his time with you. And then you ask a friend, oh, like, what's his situation? Oh, he's got a girl, and I think, wow.
Me, I've seen.
Shout out to the girlfriends though.
All I will say, I don't say no names because I'm not a snitch. Snitches get stitches and I don't want to get those stitches in it. But what I will say is I've been in these influencer spaces. Obviously, we're talking about influencers, right?
Yeah.
I've been in these spaces. And some of these men who have girlfriends, some of them, you wouldn't even know. Unless you knew them, you wouldn't even know.
That's what scares me.
That's all I've got to say. I'm in those spaces quite a lot. I get back to a lot of these events, yeah? And that's what I would say. But equally, in the same breath, I have met a lot of influencers who people would say like, oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And maybe I share the same sentiment. And then right before you know, I'm like, they're in my DMs. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're trying to me. So you never know.
There's some influencers / celebrities I will definitely, because like they're so beautiful. You think, nah, I don't care if I embarrass myself. Like I would.
Yeah. You have to do it personally. Like for sure, I feel like you'd have a better success rate if you do it. If you met them in person at an event and then shot your shot, because a lot of them are single. Yeah. They get loads of DMs, but a lot of them are single, but you wouldn't know. So if you shot your shot in person and they feel your vibe.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's always those marketing DMs that will flush out your DM. It'll be like, oh, increase your following to 5,000 followers. Hey, we're a jewelry
now
company.
Yours is dropping down. Yours is not being seen. It's just dropping down.
It's not gonna get picked up.
All they do is just delete all. So now yours is gone forever.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Sticky one.
I'd probably say like, if you're really being courageous, go speed dating.
You've been saying this so much. So much. You've actually been saying this for months.
She's telling all her friends to speed dating.
For months. Just want to send everyone to speed dating.
I don't think you understand, There'll be times where I'll be on the phone to Elvin and I'll be like, this person's absolutely shit. This, that, and the other. She'll be like, babe.
Speed dating.
You got
make Elvie the next host of the next speed dating that's coming up, because the amount of people she's gonna have in that, all the girls she's gonna have lined up there.
Listen, go speed dating. That's the best way. Go speed dating.
That's the best way to shoot your shot. Speed dating.
You got options. You've got like 10 guys, and you just go through them. At least it's better than like someone not picking up a DM.
No, I hear it.
I hear
it
in front of you or more. And by the way, there's different types of speed dating now. There's like athletes. There's, if you're looking for just black or if you're looking just for Caucasian, like you can literally go to tailored specific speed dating. And if you got options, why not? You're bound to at least success rate could be 20.
This girl's gonna move into a relationship guru.
Can you imagine? Just slowly side hustle.
Welcome to Dating with Els.
Hey,
manifest.
No, I don't see why not. But I wouldn't know how to shoot my shot. I think I
just gave you loads of tips and she says she doesn't know.
No, I mean, like, for me, like, if I was to give advice, I wouldn't know. I would follow your advice. Yeah, but, man. Yeah, so...
Hey, what's wrong with speed dating? No, joking.
No, in the sense of where... No, I'd follow... No, actually, I'm still a bit on speed dating. But, yeah, so my final one is... So, obviously, I'm single. And I want to know, when do you know when to take the guy seriously, if that makes sense? Because I've been in so many talking stages. I feel like I need like a passport for the amount of times I've been in and out of these talking stages. And maybe because I'm gullible, maybe, I don't know, but I find it so easy to believe everything they say. And then for them to just, like, I had one where I thought like he was literally on the same level as me. Like, every day he would talk about how much he appreciates me. Like, I can't even exaggerate. And, you know, stuff like massaging my feet and just, you know, really treating me with some tender loving and care. And then we had one, not argument, I'll say about like a disagreement, but it was kind of like, okay, like, let's move on from it. And we were never the same. Like, we haven't spoken nothing. And now I'm just kind of like, I'm looking for closure, but I'm not looking for closure. It's in a sense of where next time, how, like, I'm just trying to learn from my mistakes and think what I should not do in the future. So what dating advice have you guys got for me and everyone single out there?
Go on, else. I might leave on a little banger.
Do you know what? I think the keyword that you said was just telling you the right things. I think it's you got to show more. Like, okay, nice of him to like massage your feet and stuff, but there's more that you could be doing to really show me that you're ready to step into a real relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, a lot of guys know what to say to women, hence why they attach themselves quite quick. It's like, oh, but they're saying the right stuff. It is scary, but it's because they possibly want something from you. Yeah. But if they're looking to really, like, settle down, maybe just ask the question, actually. Why not just say, like, are you looking for a long-term relationship?
No, but this is the thing. This is their top $1 million answer. Are you ready? I'm just going to see where it goes. I just want to go with the flow.
It's very simple. It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
You bounce. Even if they're hot, you bounce. Yeah, they're 100. Not serious.
Yeah.
100. Like, I've had this conversation with my male friends, but specifically my dad. And I remember I said to him, what's wrong with your gender, bro? I said, my dad, what's wrong with your gender, bro? Like, I don't get it. I don't get men. Like, what's wrong with them? Yeah. And not just necessarily me, like, anything that I've experienced, but just in general, like, I don't understand them, yeah? And he said to me, like, one thing you need to understand is men will know what they want very early on. Like, it may not be from day one when they meet you, but very early on. They know if they want to take you seriously or if they don't. And their actions will line up with their words. So if a man tells you he wants to go with the flow, the flow is you and whatever you're giving him in that moment in time. And when it no longer serves him or there's someone else who's giving him something better, he'll move. If he says, I'm just trying to figure it out, you need to go. Because a man very early on will know whether or not he wants you, right? Wow. And he will say it and his actions will also match up with his words. If you find yourself, and quite often, there's two things I see, right? Number one is that the guy has kind of said, like, he's not really in it. He's kind of in it casually, right? And girls will give. And if you sit down and say, right now what you did for him, right now what he did for you, usually there's a disparity, right, between the two. You're probably giving him, not all the time, but you're probably giving him more and do more things for him than he's doing for you, right? Not all the time, but they often is. And then number two, and this is where I want women especially to be honest with themselves, yeah? I've spoken to my friends before, yeah? They're like, I don't know what he wants. And I'm like, have the conversation. They'll always avoid the conversation. Why? Because they know that there's a strong chance they're going to hear something they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So if you're in that position where you're like, I don't want to have that conversation, he's not taking you seriously. Because if you knew that this is going to be something serious and I think he's on the same wavelength as me, you'd sit down and say, let's have a serious conversation. Yeah. I have done that before where I've sat down with a guy and I said, let's talk on a level. I'm going to tell you where I'm at, you tell me where you're at. And that was the best thing we ever did, right? And I did it very early on because I felt like it was necessary and I wasn't scared of it, right? And he was on the same wavelength, if not further ahead than me. Boom. But anytime a girl, especially, feels the need like, oh, I won't have it yet. We'll have it in a month's time, or we'll see how it goes in 3 months' time. You know it's not anything serious. You know in your heart, you just don't want to hear him say it, and the likelihood is that conversation will be your last conversation. Like, you don't want that. You don't want that.
I felt like
So-
in my heart, you know.
I did too. I was like, oh, my chest.
Told you I could
my
end on the banger. I
throat.
told you. That's the truth. If you sit down with yourself and you say, I can't have that conversation, or I'm scared to have that conversation, it's because you know 9 times out of 10, he's probably going to come back and say, actually, you're right. I'm not ready for anything serious. Let's just end it here. And you don't want to hear that. You want it to drag on for as long as possible until he does eventually just out of the blue tell you he's done.
Wow, my throat feels dry. No, but that's pure facts. Wow.
It's true, man.
Wow. No,
True,
it's
man.
true.
I'm young, but I'm wise, bro.
Wise.
I'm wise beyond my years, honestly.
No, for real. Like, it's so true that we're scared to hear those words. Because then you think, oh, shit, I'm going to have to start all over again.
Yeah.
It's just like, especially when they've become part of your daily routine.
I mean, knock them out. Don't ever take anyone too seriously.
Yeah.
Me, I always say to everyone, you're single until he changed that. Yeah. Don't, because a lot of girls will say like, oh yeah, he's basically my man. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Nah.
He's a man. He's not your man.
Yeah.
Until he's claimed you, he's not your man. But then girls would be assuming the girlfriend role and then be confused as why 6 months down the line, he's then like, oh yeah, no, I'm not ready for anything serious. I just want to kind of be single. And you're like, what? We were basically together. I'm like, you weren't together.
Yeah.
You were
And
single. He was
that
single.
Women are naturally more nurturing.
Yeah, of course.
So like,
Yeah.
I always say this, like, do not give them no wifey material.
Don't
vibes.
bother. Don't cook
Until
them
they've
nothing.
claimed you,
Tell
no,
them
for
you don't
real.
cook. I don't clean. I don't do anything.
Yeah,
Until you
no.
like, I don't do anything.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
facts. You don't deserve
Don't
any
give
of that
him the
yet.
wifey experience.
Don't.
No, don't.
Don't.
Then the only person that gets hurt at the end is the female.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm telling you, men cook for me. That's it. I'm not even joking. Cook for me. I am being deadly serious. I am being deadly serious. Yeah? Yeah?
You're telling me every man that you've dated has cooked for you?
100%.
I love that for
100%.
you.
I'm not even
What,
I
what was
love
your
that.
advice?
100%.
If you want to find a man, go to the places.
Go to the places. I'm not joking. There was one guy I was seeing, right? And we were seeing each other for a very long time. He would come to my house with ingredients, ask me what I want to eat, yeah?
Wow.
And cook me meals. And even at one point, cook me my family meals. He'd be like, oh, yeah, it's breakfast. Like, is anyone hungry? He'd cook for everyone. I don't remember.
Wow.
I think I made him like 1 meal. 2 maybe at push. Bear in mind, I'm a good cook and I like cooking for people.
Yeah.
But I said, let a man assume his role. Let him cook for me. If he wants to cook for me, I'm a man to say no. Go and cook. Me, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what that life's like, innit, cooking for a man. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I've heard stories. I haven't experienced it though. I can't tell you. Sorry.
Wow.
And he was a good cook as well. Anything I wanted, I feel like steak and chips and this, he make like a little sauce and a little
Wow.
yeah, be chefing it up.
living.
Chefing it up.
You were definitely living, boy.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. You got to set the standards. What are you
That's
not going to
true, though.
tolerate? Me, I said, now I've decided a man has to cook. It doesn't have to be like 100% him. We can definitely share it. But if you tell me I can't cook, then we can't be together. That's very simple. I'm not in Indomie and I make a good
She's
meal.
gotta check
I'm
this.
so
Can you
sorry.
cook?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
100%. Because you ask the man.
Is it 5-star Michelin?
One of the first questions the man will ask you is, can you cook? What are you good at cooking? If you realise, one of the first questions they'll ask you, so why not ask it back? Can you cook?
Yeah.
I can cook Indomie. That's not cooking.
No,
you can survive.
that's not
you can make
cooking.
food to survive. You can't cook. I'm not involved.
That's not cooking.
I'm not involved.
If someone ever says to you, I can make noodles, that is not cooking. You leave. You don't, if you just hit
A 3-year-old can make noodles, bro. Like, it's not even hard. Just put some boiling water in there. It's not hard.
so that's not cooking.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, wow.
That's true. I feel like you just gotta set standards as well for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like what you wouldn't scoop low, like
Yeah, super low, yeah.
yeah, but also man. The reason why women get hurt literally is because they give so much and they care so much. And you're relating to this? No. But just in general, women are just nurturing and loving.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys, if they haven't yet shown you that they're looking to potentially take it seriously, they don't deserve any of the wifey material stuff you're about to give them. They don't.
And to you evil men that do that, stay very, very far away from me and all those nurturing, loving babes, okay? Thank you. But, well, thanks, guys. Unfortunately, we couldn't get through all the dilemmas, but I hope, another episode, you guys will come back. But yes, this is the end of 0800 Are You Okay, Hun? Thank you so much for listening or for watching. If you have any dilemmas or any topics you want us to go through, please get in touch. You can get us at 0800dilemmas@gmail.com or Instagram 0800 Are You Okay, Hun? Thank you, Miss Kia Commodore.
Thank you for having me.
LV Mavusi Matu. We'll see you in the next episode. Woo woo.
Bye.